Good afternoon to you all. I welcome you all to the stochastic process subject of stationarity and independence. We have seen the definitions for the same. Stationarity in the broad sense, if all its statistical parameters does not change with shift in time. In a broad sense, we call it as a stationary random process. And we have seen what is the first order stationary random process, second order also called as wide sense stationary random process, nth order random process, which is called strict sense stationary random process. And now we'll see one example related to the stationary random process, and we'll continue with the classification of random process, that is ergodic and non-ergodic random process. So see the question here. This is an example solved in this book. We show that the random process x of t, that is a cos omega naught t plus theta, is a wide sense stationary if it is assumed that a and omega naught are constant. So x of t is a random process. A is the amplitude of the cosinusoidal waveform. Omega naught is angular frequency. Theta is a phase. Here, theta is a uniformly distributed random variable on the interval 0 to 2 pi. It's a random variable. In this x of t random process, theta is a random variable and which is uniformly distributed random variable in the interval 0 to 2 pi. In the uniform interval 0 to 2 pi. And this question, so the continuation we'll see here, the mean value is. Before proceeding to the discussion, what is the probability density function of theta? What is the probability density function of theta? Is given in the question that theta is a uniformly distributed random variable on the interval 0 to 2 pi. Means its probability density function is constant from 0 to 2 pi. So if you take x-axis and y-axis, x-axis starting from 0 to 2 pi, y-axis is a constant from 0 to 2 pi. Then what is the magnitude of this probability density function is the next question. It is given that there is a uniform probability density function, uniformly distributed random variable. So if we plot that x-axis 0, some space 2 pi. From 0 to 2 pi, its value is constant. After that, its value is 0. We can assume that. We can understand from the explanation. Now, what is the magnitude on the y-axis? And we know that the area under the probability density function is always unity. It looks like a rectangle with x length 0 to 2 pi. That is, length is 2 pi. So on y-axis, its magnitude should be 1 by 2 pi. Then only you will get the area will be unity. So the probability density function of, we call it as f theta of theta. It is not given in the book. You can see that f theta of theta is equal to 1 by 2 pi between theta values between 0 to 2 pi. 0 otherwise. 0 otherwise. Now the formula continuation is provided here just to see that. Expectation of x of t is equal to, because the theta is x from 0 to 2 pi, we'll take 0 to 2 pi. What is the given function? A cos omega naught t plus theta, a cos omega naught t plus theta. And you see here, f theta of theta is 1 by 2 pi, which is not given here. It is not provided here. It is implicitly from the given explanation. 1 by 2 pi d theta. do this integration and this integration is with reference to theta. Integration is with reference to theta. So here it is theta. Here this is the d theta, and you can show that its value is 0. Mean of the co-sinusoidal signal will be 0, or sinusoidal signal will be 0. Now we'll evaluate the next function, the autocorrelation function. Autocorrelation function formula is known to us, that is expectation of x of t1 multiplied by x of t2 bracket close. X of t1, x of t2. So here t1 is equal to t is considered, t2 is equal to t plus tau. So rxx of t comma t plus t tau is equal to rxx of t comma t plus tau is equal to expectation of x of t multiplied by x of t plus tau, expectation bracket closes. Expectation bracket closes. So x of t is a cos omega naught t plus theta. Expectation of a cos omega naught t plus theta. X of t plus tau, that is a cos omega naught t plus omega naught tau plus theta. In place of t, you substitute t plus tau. So expectation is considered here. Expectation is considered here. Now cos A, cos B, you evaluate, it is half cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B, and A into A multiplied A square. So 1 by 2 is there. One parameter is expectation of cos omega naught tau. Cos omega naught tau. Second parameter is 2 omega naught t plus omega naught tau plus 2 theta. Just you evaluate it, you get this answer. Cos A plus cos B is equal to 1 by 2 bracket starts cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. So cos of A minus B gives this value, cos omega naught tau. Cos of A plus B gives cos of 2 omega naught t plus omega naught tau plus 2t. And here there is no theta in this function. So expectation of cos omega naught tau is cos omega naught tau. Constant expectation is constant itself. Constant expectation is constant itself. So expectation of cos omega naught tau is cos omega naught tau. So a square by 2 cos omega naught tau plus a square by 2 expectation of cos 2 omega naught t plus omega naught tau plus 2 theta. And expectation formula is provided here. Similarly, evaluate, this value will become 0. This value will become 0. So he is given the question. The second term is easily evaluates to 0. Then what is the remaining parameter? Rxx of t comma t plus tau is equal to a square by 2 cos of omega naught tau. So thus the autocorrelation function depends only on tau. The mean value is constant. So x of t is a right-side stationary random process. Rx of tau is purely function of tau dummy variable, independent of small t. So we can say that it is a wide sense stationary random process. It is a wide sense stationary random process. So do this problem and try to submit this by tomorrow. Okay, simple problem. So only thing which is not given in diagram form in this question is theta is a uniformly distributed random variable, which is means constant. It is constant. So that's why you here you have taken 1 by 2 pi, which is f theta of theta, which is f theta of theta. So continuation. If two random, this is rxx of t comma t plus tau or rxx of t1 comma t2 is autocorrelation function. x1 of t and x2 of t are two random and same random process x of t. So it is autocorrelation function. Now here one more thing is given, Rxy of T1 comma T2. That is two random processes. Then jointly wide sense stationary is Rxy of tau, independent of time. So this is how we can say wide sense stationary random process. How we can say a wide sense stationary random process. Now we'll define one interesting parameter. We'll move on to next, ergodic random process. What do you mean by ergodic random process? Prior to that, I mentioned previously the statistical parameters which we have seen in the first unit is ensemble average. That is expectation of some dot. Suppose expectation of some x or expectation of dot is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Whatever there in the inner brackets of expectation, copied down here, multiplied with its probability density function fx of x dx. So which we have seen. The expectation is a parameter we used in the first unit, which is called ensemble average. It is called ensemble average. Sorry. Next one is time average and ergodicity. The time average of a quantity is defined as, time average is represented as A of dot. Whatever there is inner bracket is copied down here, which is A of dot, which is equal to limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t integral of minus t to t, whatever there in the brackets copied down here, multiplied with a b. So here A is used to denote the time average in a manner analogous to E for the statistical average. For the statistical average or ensemble average. So this is the definition of time average. Time average. Which is time average. And so now we'll see here. Time average is x bar is equal to A of x of t. See here, x bar is equal to A of x of t is equal to whatever there is a formula, just copy it down here. Limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t minus t to t x of t dt. So whatever there in the inner brackets of A, copy it down here, which is denoted as x bar, time average value. Similarly, autocorrelation function. This is a time autocorrelation function. Symbol is slightly different. Previously, we defined it with the capital R. Here, slightly bended R, Rxx of tau is equal to average of time average of x of t multiplied by x of t plus tau. Now, the same definition is given here. A of x of t and x of t plus tau. Whatever there in the inner brackets of A, copied down here, x of t plus tau. X of t plus tau. That is limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t integral from minus t to capital T x of t multiplied by x of t plus tau dt. Integration is with reference to t. Now we define one parameter, that is ergodic random process. Ergodic random process. If a random process, its ensemble average is equal to time average, then we call them as ergodic random process. Time average is equal to ensemble average, then we call them as a ergodic random process. See here, the time averages are denoted by small x bar and ensemble average are represented by capital X bar. If expectation of small x bar is equal to capital X bar and expectation of Rxx of tau, this is a time autocorrelation function, is equal to ensemble autocorrelation function, then we call them as a ergodic random process. Very simple definition. If time averages is equal to ensemble average, then we call them as a ergodic random process. We call them as ergodic random process. Stationarity is different, ergodicity is different. Ergodic random process. Ergodic random process. So that is the definition given here. Just you can read this. Similarly, the cross correlation average function. Cross correlation average function. So same thing is provided in the material prepared by me. Time averages and ergodicity. A dot is equal to limit t tends to infinity. So formula time average small x bar. Similarly, time autocorrelation function, and when we call them as a ergodic random process, when we call them as ergodic random process, if its ensemble average is equal to time average, if its ensemble average is equal to time average, then we call them as ergodic random process. Otherwise, it is a non-ergodic random process. So now we'll see the correlation function, autocorrelation function and its properties. Autocorrelation function and its properties. See here, Rxx of tau is equal to, actually it is x1 of t and x2 of t, but x of t and x of t plus tau. We taken that expect that calculation previously. Capital X of t1, capital X of t2. T1 is equal to small t, t2 is equal to t plus tau. So we have taken that. Autocorrelation function is Rxx of tau is equal to expectation of x of t multiplied by x of t plus tau. See, which is already discussed in the previous chapter and even in signals and system. If it is a discrete, if it is a, what I can say, if it is a deterministic signal, autocorrelation is defined as Rx of tau is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into x of t plus tau d tau. Expectation of x of t integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t plus tau dt, which is correlation function, autocorrelation function defined for a random, defined for a deterministic signal. This is defined for a random signal. And previous chapter we discussed autocorrelation function, correlation function as Rx of tau or Rx is equal to, we defined as expectation of x of t and y of t. X of t or x and y, expectation of x and y. Just try to see the similarities and differences between these two. So this is autocorrelation function and its properties. Very interesting. Correlation function, autocorrelation function, same thing we discussed now. X1, X2, X1 is x of t1, X2 is equal to x of t2. So Rxx of t1 comma t2 is equal to expectation of t1, expectation of t2. Expectation of t1, expectation of t2. So same, just now I have mentioned, same thing is provided here. Just we'll see that. T1 is equal to t, t2 is equal to t1 plus tau, tau is a real number. So Rxx of t comma t plus tau is equal to x of t plus tau. If x of t is at least wide sense stationary, if it at least it's a wide sense stationary, now we can replace this t and t plus tau by simple tau. Difference between these two I have mentioned in the previous class. T plus tau minus t. T and t gets cancelled, the difference value is tau. So tau will be there. Because it does not depends on the time. It depends only on tau. Then we say it is a wide sense stationary random process. Wide sense stationary random process. The properties are very, very similar to the autocorrelation properties discussed in the signals and system subject. That is, autocorrelation function maximum value will occur at origin. Maximum value will occur at origin. The maximum value of autocorrelation function is always occurs at 0. So that's the property is given. Magnitude of Rxx of tau is always less than or equal to Rxx of 0. The similar thing will be there in signal sense system. Just now I have mentioned Rx of t, Rx of tau is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of t multiplied by x of t plus tau dt. For substitute tau is equal to 0, that equation will becomes minus infinity to plus infinity x of t multiplied by x of t dt. X of t multiplied with x of t use x square of t, which is called energy of the signal, which is energy signal. That is autocorrelation function. When you substitute tau is equal to 0, gives energy for energy signals, average power for power signals, which is discussed in signal science system subject. Similarly, if I substitute in this equation 0, which is expectation of x of t multiplied by x of t, which is expectation of x square of t, which is expectation of x square of t. So is given in this discussion. I will just read that. The first property shows that Rxx of tau is bounded by its value at origin, while the second property we have mentioned here, it is symmetric function, even signal of tau, even signal, which is discussed even random process. Rx6 of tau autocorrelation function is always symmetric with reference to origin. Symmetric with reference to origin. Then second property is its mean squared value. Generally we say that even symmetric. So properties proofs can also be seen. We'll see that. Mostly you can evaluate, nothing wrong in that. Continuation. Other properties are there which are very, very important to solve some of the interesting problems. Fourth property, if we'll see our formula page where you can see it very clearly or neatly. Fourth property, that if expectation of x of t, capital X bar, because it is expectation ensemble average, we are denoting with the capital X bar, which is not equal to 0, indicating that mean of the signal is not 0, mean of the random process is not 0, and x of t has a no periodic component, and x of t has no periodic component, periodicity, periodic component, everything which is discussed in signal science system. That is, x of t has no periodic component. The property says that limit magnitude of tau tends to infinity, Rxx of tau is equal to x bar square, mean square, x bar square, which is mean square. So this is one property. If mean of the random process does not 0, is not equal to 0, and the random process does not have any periodic component, no periodic component, then the property says that limit magnitude tau tends to infinity, Rxx of tau is equal to x bar square, x bar square. Now we'll see in the book, same thing is provided, x bar square. Next, fifth property. If x of t has a periodic component, then Rxx of tau will have a periodic component with the same period. If x of t random process is a periodic signal, if x of t random process is a periodic signal, then its autocorrelation function will also follows the same periodicity with the period as it is with x of t. That is fifth property. Sixth property, interesting property. If x of t is 0 mean ergodic and has no periodic component, then if tau tends to infinity, Rxx of tau is equal to 0. If tau tends to, because it's a, what we can say, it's not having any periodicity, so If tau tends to infinity, its value becomes autocorrelation function value becomes 0. Then Rx6 of tau cannot have an arbitrary shape. You can't say. So these are all properties important to the examination also. 7 properties. Properties of autocorrelation function. Sometimes in the examination they will ask even the proofs for the same. They will ask proofs for the same. So try to get the proofs also. Right. So in the book, one solved problem is there. We'll see the same. You can see here. Properties 4 through 6 are more or less self-explanatory. Property 7 simply says that any arbitrary function cannot be an autocorrelation function. So this we'll discuss again in the next chapter. Power density spectrum we'll discuss. So one question is given here. See, given the autocorrelation function for a stationary random process is Rx6 of tau is equal to 25 plus 4 by 1 plus 6 tau square. Find mean value and variance of the random process x of t. Question is given that find the mean and variance of random process x of t. So we'll see from property that is what is property 4. We'll see from our definition. Property 4, mean value is not 0 and x of t has a no periodic component. So if we see, it is not a periodic signal. If you see the signal, it is not a periodic signal. It is not a periodic signal. Take the values of tau, substitute and plot the signal. It is not a periodic signal. It's a diminishing signal, exponentially or somewhere around. It's a decreasing signal. So it does not have a periodic component. So property 4 is used. That is x bar square is equal to 25. What is the property? Property is that limit tau tends to infinity Rx6 of tau is equal to x bar square. So we'll substitute tau is equal to 0 in this equation. Tau is equal to 0. Tau is equal to, sorry, infinity. Infinity becomes, this is 0. So 25. 25 means plus or minus 5. Expectation value x bar is plus or minus 5. What is the variance? We can calculate the variance. What is the variance formula? Variance formula is expectation of x square of t minus expectation of x of t whole square. Expectation of x of t whole square is given, that is plus or minus 5. And in the Rx6 of tau, if you substitute tau is equal to 0, which gives the mean square value. That is expectation of x squared. So if substitute tau is equal to 0, 25 plus 4, 29. So finally the answer is 4. Very simple. Using the two properties. Using the two properties, we evaluated the mean and variance of the random process. Likewise, good number of unsolved problems are there. We'll discuss those problems in the next classes. Now, till now, we are discussing the solved problems in the book. Solved problems in the book. So, fourth property and second property is used here. Fourth property and second property of autocorrelation function is used here. Continuation. Cross correlation function and its properties. So the cross correlation function of two random process x of t and y of t is defined as similar discussion to autocorrelation, and similarly, which is discussed in signals and system cross correlation for energy signals or power signals. Similarly, there is an integration here. It is expectation. Here is expectation. So if it is a jointly wide sense stationary, we directly take it as Rx6 of tau. That is, see here, Rxy of t comma t plus tau, Rxy of t comma t plus tau is equal to expectation of x of t multiplied by y of t plus tau, y of t plus tau. And if it's Rxy function depends purely on tau, then we can, that is It is a jointly wide sense stationary random process. It is jointly wide sense stationary random process. And very important information given here. Expectation of x of t multiplied by y of t is equal to 0, then we can say they are orthogonal process, which is discussed again in the previous chapter. Which is discussed in the previous chapter. And one thing, that is, if this autocorrelation function is 0, sorry, cross correlation function is 0, then x of t and y of t random process are orthogonal random process. And if the two processes are statistically independent, that is, expectation of xy is equal to expectation of x multiplied by expectation of y. So here expectation of x of t, expectation of y of t plus 2. And if it is at least individually they are wide sense stationary, we can say x bar and y bar. Wide sense stationary means expectation of y of t plus tau is equal to expectation of y of t, because it's a stationary random process. Shift in time will not change the value of the signal, value of the random process. So x bar, y bar. And we'll have some properties of cross correlation function. Most probably we'll see the properties of cross correlation function in the tomorrow's class, and we'll see one important problem in the next class. So that's all for today's class. We'll discuss the remaining issues in the tomorrow's class.